Alright guys, so this is the directions for Unit 1, Charting the Heavens. This is your first unit. So, remember, anytime you see one of these units, this beginning part here, this is like your table of contents. This is like what you should be doing, what you should be covering, right? So obviously the first thing, check for unit directions. Well, that's what you're watching now. So this is good, checked off, awesome. The second thing on this list is create an account for Explore Learning. Doesn't make a lot of sense now, but it will, because a lot of these labs, these Gizmo labs, well, all of the Gizmo labs will go through Explore Learning, and that's going to be on Canvas. So let me show you how to do that. So first thing we're going to do is look at this second page in your unit. This is going to have the class, the code in Explore Learning, which you'll need, and the website, which you don't really need, but just in case, you know, for whatever reason, because you can get to this through Canvas. So let's go to the Canvas and let's check it out. So if you'll notice, this right here, Seasons Gizmo, is the gizmo you'll be doing. Oh, sorry. Seasons Gizmo, right? So if we go back to Canvas, right here is the Seasons Gizmo lab. Usually it's a link like this, so it'll be blue, very hard to miss. We're on the right unit. When you click that, it's going to take you right here. You're going to click Login and Enroll, and then in this open box here, that's when you type in that code. So if we go back to that page, which this is the page that we just looked at, this is the code right here. Alright, so you'll type that code in. You're not going to type in username, password. You're just going to type in the code, hit enroll in class, then you'll make an account and you'll be good to go. If you don't do this, you can still get on the gizmo, but it will only give you 5 minutes a day. So notice that I clicked it and I did not log in, and look, there's a timer here. 5 minutes, it'll block me out. And then I'll have to log in, or else I just have to wait 24 hours, right? So just keep that in mind, okay? So I'm done with this. That's how to get into the gizmo. This sheet that's in the packet, that's in the unit that we just talked about, it's on Canvas. So this page right here is on Canvas in case you turn in this unit, you finish the unit, but you forget to get the info. Just as a reminder, if you go up here to General Logins, it's right here, right? So that's where that is. There you go. So let's go back to the front. So that's create an account. You've done that. This is the activities for the unit. This is the things to do, right? With the exception of like labs and stuff. So the first thing in almost every unit is going to be vocabulary. Some of this vocabulary I'm putting in or I haven't put in, so it's going to be like the first or second page. So if you open up the first or second page, there'll be vocabulary here. Now, there is no vocabulary in this one yet, but there will be. But I wanted to get the directions out to you guys so you know what's going on. For the vocabulary, it's just going to be like the warm-ups. You're going to write the definition. There might be like 2 or 3 words. Write the word, write a definition, either draw a picture or use it in a sentence. Very simple. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes, okay? The next part is the study guide. Study guide equals book. Notice these symbols here? It says included in unit. That's what we were just at. So this is the study guide. So notice these numbers right here. 1.1. First number is chapter. Second number is section. So when you open your book, you're going to go to chapter 1, and this will be in section 1. If we go over here, notice this is 1.2, right? Chapter 1 still, but this next part is going to be in section 2. So when you see stuff like this, numbered, blanks, it's going to be in the book. For example, when you see things like this, it doesn't mean the rest, it just means like this question. That means look it up online. It's not going to be in the book, right? Just this question. So when you see this, look it up online. It doesn't mean all the rest of this page. It means just this question, okay? So again, chapter 1, section 4, chapter 1, section 5. Some of these I started putting section titles. I need to do that more because it makes it a little less confusing for some people. And then so on and so forth. So you have 1.6 and then that ends. We'll get to this page in a second. So let's go back. That's the study guide. The next thing, excuse me, is an article. Some of these next things, when you see this spade looking symbol, that means it's going to be at least partly on Canvas or totally on Canvas. Okay? So the next thing, read Scholastic, Earth Isn't Flat, and then do the discussion. So that, I may put it in the unit down the road, but for now I have the magazine here. So this is the magazine we're looking for. It'll be a stack right at the back of the room. Earth Isn't Flat. You don't have to read the whole thing. So we're going to flip to the page we want to read, which is this, right? This is the article. You're going to read this page. I believe it's page 15, 16. Let's zoom out just a little bit. There we go. There we go. 16 and 17. Just those three. Keep it simple. If you want to read a little further, you can, but just those three, okay? So 15, 16, 17. This is the Scholastic magazine, and this is the title, Earth Isn't Flat, just like it says here. All right? So you'll read that, and then you're going to do the discussion. The discussion is on Canvas. So if we come back over here, there it is. So this is the discussion, usually 2 of these. You'll click this. I'm going to open it in a new link. It's going to pop up. Choose one of the reasons from the article and describe it. That's it. Choose one reason to describe it. To reply, do not click this box here. This like searches through the threads. You don't want to do that because it won't record your stuff. You're going to click reply, right? And then you're going to type in this box, and once you're done, you are going to hit post reply. That's it. Keep it simple, not more than a few sentences. And then take a minute or two and look at other people's replies, okay? It's good to just see other people's stuff. So let's get back to our unit. We zoomed out a little bit. So we just did this one. Now let's look at how big is the universe plus post video quiz. Same thing. It's on Canvas because you see that symbol there. So we're going to back to Canvas. How big is the universe? You'll just click this. And boom, there's the video. And then once you're done, you just hit, well, for you it'll say take quiz, right? For me it doesn't, but for you it'll say take quiz. It's a very easy quiz. Like if you watch the video, it's a piece of cake. So don't think it's going to be super challenging. It's really meant to just show you some, get some success, just show you how much you know. You guys will get most of them right anyways. So I'm going to go back. It might reset me a little bit. So we'll have to find our unit. There we go. So next we are going to do, so we just did this, and then 7 myths you still believe about space plus discussion. We already did a discussion before, so you already know sort of what that looks like. And let's look at that. So we're going to go back to Canvas. I know we're doing a lot of back and forth. There it is. You'll click this video. Nope, sorry. There it is. Click this, watch the video. It's kind of a fun little video, and then you will complete the discussion. Same thing I did earlier. Going back again. We're bouncing around. What are years in the galactic supermassive black hole? Awesome. Just a video. Notice it doesn't say plus anything, right? Just a video. So that means all you got to do is watch the video. Watch it and enjoy. I try to pick videos that are interesting and not boring and, is not dry as I can pick, right? So that's just to watch a video. Alright, so next thing, we see a different symbol here. So this symbol is classroom, but really it's like classroom slash it's pretty much a lab-esque video. So let's go through. So we're going to skip over this gizmo part here, and we're going to go here. Moon observation log. So this one's actually pretty unique because this is due the third 6 weeks, right? But I'm giving it to you now because you really can only do 1 log per day, right? So I want to give it to you as early as possible. So you're going to tear this page out. Start whatever day it is. So let's say you get this unit on Monday. Do your best to start Monday. You're going to look outside sometime in the night. The moon's out for a very long time. You're going to sketch it, whatever it looks like, and then you're going to write the day here. And then you're going to do that for the next X amount of days. If you start past Sunday, which there's a good chance you will, just go back and research this date and what the moon looked like. And if you miss a day, look up online what it looked like and sketch it out. All right. So again, you're going to tear this page out. It's going to take at least 30 days until you turn this in. It doesn't matter if you're not on the third 6 weeks or not when you turn it in. I'll take it whenever it's done. But again, you have to keep up with this, right? Because you don't want to get to the end of the course and be like, oh, I forgot to do this. And now you're in a weird spot because really you can only do 1 a day, right? So this will be a tear out page. Start it now. Alright, so back to this. So that's here. The next is the lab. That's the seasons gizmo. We just talked about how to log in and stuff at the very beginning. So let's go back to that. So in order to do the seasons gizmo, you're going to see this link here. It's going to say Earth Seasons Gizmo Lab. You're going to click it, and it's going to, let's see, it's going to go here, and then we're going to click it again. Let's go here. You've already made a login, so you'll click your login, and then you'll be good to go. Once you've done that, you'll click this gizmo. Usually they're simple gizmos. As a guest, Okay, it looks like I got to log in. So here's the gizmo, right? Here it is. You can play around with it before you get started. the material that goes with it is always going to be in the unit. So notice this, we kind of passed over it before. This is going to go along with that lab. So you're going to do the lab as you fill this out. I try not to put too many pages. Sometimes I end up shortening them. So it's just one page front and back. That's it. So you'll go through the lab. It's not too terribly difficult. So if you guys got any questions, let me know. But it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy, right? So you'll go through that lab. You'll fill this out. Done. That's the lab. Okay. So now let's look at the very bottom thing. It says project. So there's actually two things we can do here. This is essentially going to be the last thing you do for this unit, and it's going to be a test/project, okay? So A, you can do the test. This is a review for your test. The tests are not multiple choice. They're all short answer, okay? And that's it. You know, they're short answer tests. There's not going to be multiple choice. They're not spoon feeding. Like, it is what it is. You got to know it. You either know it or you don't, right? This is a review for your test. So if you choose to do the test instead of the project, you need to fill this review out completely. You can't use it on the test, but we're going to fill it out anyways. And then you'll take the test. I'll give you the password. It'll be on Canvas. Say, Mr. Barris, I'm ready for my test. I'll give you the password, log in, done, right? So that's the test. If you choose to go the project route, in other words, I want to do the project instead of the test. I don't really like trying to learn stuff. I freak out on tests, whatever. This is the project. You'll choose an astronomer. I know it's kind of zoomed out a little bit. You'll create a poster. Yes, I have posters in my class. And you'll give me some information about the astronomer. These are the ones you can choose from. Just let me know which one you want to do. No big deal. I know it says, I think it says on here, hey, choose the bold ones first. It doesn't really matter. Choose any one you want. This is what I'm going to look at for your poster. I know this project was sort of catered towards a group, so if it ever says something like blah, 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 your group, just disregard that, right? So again, you will have to do the test or the project, one of the two. For the project, I have a little bit of information. Let's bring it back. There's a little bit of info on here on Canvas. It says famous astronomers reference material. That's just reference material to give you some extra info. I encourage you to use other sources too. Get online, do some research of your own. Don't take more than 4 days to do this project. And I know the unit says 5 days altogether. I'll cut you a little bit of slack if you choose the project. But don't take too long. Let's get it done. Preferably 2 to 3. Okay. So if you guys got any questions, I tried to sort of outline this unit. I know it's your first unit just to get you going. Let's rock and roll.